Today, I'm driving the completely redesigned Acura RDX before it even goes on the market. We're going to be comparing it against this, the Lexus NX300, to figure out which one of these you should be shopping for. Ready? Let's go. Now, of course, when it comes to my car, I want it to look good. And when it comes to this Lexus NX300, I like the proportions. The front, of course, has that classic Lexus styling, love it or hate it, that's what they're doing these days. When you get inside, you realize it's a bit of a busy cockpit. Now, there's a standard 8-inch screen, which is okay, but the touchpad that coordinates with it, it's a little bit complicated, and it's really hard to use when you're driving. You'll also notice how small that rear seat is, especially for the middle passenger. Oh, and if you want to flip down those seats, can't do it from the trunk. It's like you're in first class. You got this leather-wrapped sports steering wheel with paddle shifters. So much power just in my hands. And look up, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a giant panoramic moonroof, which comes standard, by the way. One of the things I really love about this new interior is this 10.2-inch display. It's sharp, it's crisp, and it works with what I call the brilliant true touchpad interface. Whatever you touch on the touchpad corresponds to the screen. There's no mouse, there's no buttons, there's no fumbling around. It's nice, it's clean, it's simple, and I don't know why anyone else has never done this before. Now, let's say you've got something large that you need to put back here. That's fine. Just pull these handles. Boom. All seats fold flat. Now it's time to find out which one of these two has racing in its DNA. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's all thanks to the 2-liter turbo in this RDX. It delivers a surprisingly large amount of power and torque. And a lot of that torque is that 0 to 30, so you're really going to feel it as you're taking off. And if you want even more control, you can click through your different drive modes on the fly to help you connect better with the road. And this RDX features available Acura Super Handling all-wheel drive, which can distribute power from the front to the back to give it more agility and more control. And you really feel that when you're entering some of these curves. All right, the NX300. Now, Lexus sells a lot of these, so you expect it to be a high-performance type of car, but it's not. There's a little bit of turbo lag. It really sways back and forth, back and forth. I don't have a lot of confidence when I'm going into a corner like I do in the RDX with its planted stance. And it's got a whole lot less horsepower than the RDX, so it's kind of a lose, lose, lose. It definitely doesn't have that same racing spirit, that's for sure. Hey, no disappointment here. The all-new Acura RDX is bold and distinctive. This SUV also comes loaded with so many great standard features that you'll pay an arm and a leg for on other brands, and I prefer to keep my appendages, thank you. And I gotta say, I like the aggressive sport styling, but unfortunately that didn't translate into how it drove. Clearly, the performance winner is the RDX, and this thing really stands out, and this is why it deserves to be on your list. Plus, it comes loaded with all kinds of standard features like Acura Watch driver assistance technologies. We didn't even have time to talk about those, but now it's your turn. Head to Acura.com, make your own comparison.